Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. I am Nurul Atikah binti Nordin and I will be your moderator for today. Welcome to our forum titled
Digital Ethics,
AI and
Responsible Technology Use.
In today's world, technology, especially artificial intelligence, has become a part of our daily lives. Whether we are students or employees, we use AI to search for information, complete assignments, and even to understand difficult topics more easily. However, from my point of view, technology is like a double-edged sword. While it has the power to help us grow and learn efficiently, it can also make us careless if we become too dependent on it without thinking critically. That is exactly why today's discussions is important, which is to highlight the role of ethics and responsibility in using technology wisely. Without further delay, let me introduce our panelists, who are both delightful and vibrant individuals. On my right is Ms. Nurfatina Uzma binti Osmin, our panelist one.
thank you for inviting me. I am glad to be here and excited to take part in this discussion.
Thank you, Ms. Fatina. And on my left is Ms. Sofia Zahra binti Bedusalam as panelist 2.
Thank you for the invitation. I am very honored to be part of this forum and I look forward to sharing my thoughts today.
Thank you, Ms. Sofia. Let us give a big round of applause for them. Let us begin with our first question. I would like to direct this question to Ms. Fatina. Ms. Fatina, what is the definition of digital ethics?
Thank you for the question, moderator. Digital ethics refers to the moral principle that guide responsible and appropriate use of technology. It includes respecting privacy, using information honestly, avoiding harm, and behaving responsibly in digital space. Digital ethics is important because without it, technology can be misused to spread fake news, violate personal data, encourage cyberbullying, or manipulate information. Current issues such as online scam, data breaches, and AI-generated information clearly show why ethical digital behavior is essential in today's society. In short, digital ethics helps ensure technology is used for positive and constructive purpose rather than causing harm. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Fatina, for that clear and informative explanation. It really helped us to understand the foundation of digital ethics and why it matters in our daily online interaction. From Ms. Fatina's explanation, we can understand that digital ethics is about using technology with responsibility, respectfully, and with awareness of consequences. It reminds us that our actions online, whether posting, commenting, or sharing, should be guided by moral values, just like in real life. Now, moving on to our second panelist, Ms. Sofia. Ms. Sofia, in your opinion, do you think young people nowadays are aware about digital ethics?
Thank you for your question, moderator. I think some young people are aware of digital ethics, but many are not fully conscious of it. Technology has developed much faster than our understanding of how to use it responsibly. Because of that, students often focus more on convenience and speed rather than responsibility and consequences. For example, many people share information on social media without knowing whether it is true or not. Sometimes people repost screenshots, rumors, edited videos just because they look interesting or shocking. Later, it turns out the information was fake or taken out of context, which can damage someone's reputation or cause unnecessary drama. This shows how a simple click can have real consequences for others. I also think people sometimes leave hurtful comments because they feel anonymous. They may not realize someone's confidence or mental health are affected by it. So, the digital ethics is really about remembering that there are real people behind the screens. And however, I do see that digital awareness is improving. Schools, campaigns, and even social media platforms are starting to talk more about it, more about cyber safety and respectful online behavior. But the challenge now is to turn the awareness into consistent action in our digital daily lives.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts, Miss Sophia. What can we learn from Miss Sophia's point? While some young people are aware of digital ethics, many young people still prioritize convenience and speed over, over responsibility. She highlighted how unverified information, hurtful comments, and online anonymity can cause real emotional and social harm. Digital ethics, therefore, is about remembering that real people exist behind the screen. Personally, I completely agree with both panelists. Many people today post, comment, or share content online without thinking about the consequences. What they often fail to realize is that online actions can lead to real life effects, such as emotional harms, damaged reputations, or even legal issues. This shows why digital ethics is no longer optional but essential in today's digital world. Now, we move on to our second questions. Who should be most responsible for ethical technology use? Is it users or is it developers? Let us hear from Ms. Sophia first. Shall we, Ms. Sophia?
Alright, thank you, moderator. From my point of view, developers have a huge responsibility because they design the platforms we use every day. Features like endless scrolling, autoplay video, and recommendation algorithms are created to keep users online longer. While this increased engagement, it can also lead to addiction, lack of sleep, and reduced focus, especially among students and teenagers. We also see how algorithms sometimes push sensational or emotional content because it gets more attention. This can lead to unhealthy comparison and the spread of misleading information. Now, from an Islamic perspective, we are taught to avoid excess and addiction in all aspects of life. When technology becomes addictive, it doesn't just affect our productivity, it can also affect our relationship with Allah. Some people become so absorbed in scrolling or gaming that they delay their prayers or even miss them completely. That's why Allah remind us in Surah Al-A'raf, verse 31, to do everything in moderation because He does not like those who are excessive. So, as a Muslim, we should make sure technology remains as a tool, not something that controls our time or distracts us from our responsibility, especially prayers. That's why developers also need to create ethical systems like strong privacy protection, clear moderation rules, and tools that encourage responsible use. For example, apps like TikTok now include well-being features daily screen time limits and reminders to take break. Instagram also allows users to hide accounts to reduce social pressure. When platforms are designed responsibly, it helps users build healthier digital habits.
Thank you, Ms. Sophia, for sharing such a great and insightful idea. We truly appreciate your perspective, especially on the role developers play in ensuring safe and ethical technologies. Ms. Sophia emphasized that developers carry a major responsibility because they design the platform and system we use daily. Features like autoplay, endless scrolling, and recommendation algorithms can influence user behavior, sometimes leading to addiction or unhealthy habits. Therefore, ethical design, privacy protection, and well-being features are crucial. Next, let us hear the thought of Ms. Fatina.
Thank you. I definitely agree with the opinions that were given by Ms. Ward too. But I think user who the one should be responsible for ensuring ethical AI use because the real impact of AI depends on how it is used. Even well-designed technology can cause harm if users choose to misuse it. Users decide the purpose of AI, whether to use it for learning and productivity or for unethical activities such as cheating, spreading fake news, or creating deepfakes. For examples, recent cases of AI-generated fake images and videos on social media have caused public confusions and damaged individuals' reputations. This shows that ethical AI use cannot rely on technology alone. Without the responsible choices, AI can easily become a tool for misinformation and harm. Although developers play a role in building such systems, users are the final decision maker. Ethical responsibility begins with personal choice, integrity, and self-control when using AI technology.
What a thoughtful response and a very clear explanation. Thank you, Ms. Fatina. From Ms. Fatina's perspective, users hold the greatest responsibility because the real impact of technology depends on how it is used. Even well-designed systems can cause harm if users misuse them. Ethical technology use begins with personal choices, integrity, and self-control. From these discussions, we can clearly see two different yet equally important perspectives. Personally, I believe both parties share responsibility. Users must be aware, critical, and ethical in their choices, while developers must design systems that are safe, transparent, and considerate of users' well-being. Ethical technology can only be achieved when both sides work together. Next, we will proceed to our third question, which involves agreement or disagreement. The question is, should AI be further expanded for use in education? Ms. Fatina, what is your opinion?
Thank you for the questions, moderator. In my opinions, I agree that artificial intelligence should be further expanded in education because it enhances learning, effectiveness, and support both students and teachers. AI enables personalized learning and allowing students to learn at their own pace according to their abilities and needs. For examples, AI powered learning platforms such as smart tutoring system and language learning apps provide instant feedback, track process, and help students identify their weakness. AI can also assist teachers by automating tasks like reading and listen learning, allowing them to focus more on teaching and student engagement. AI helps make education more accessible and inclusive. Students with learning disabilities or language difficulties can learn better through adaptive content, speech to text tools, and personalized support. AI also allows students to learn remotely and flexibility, so education is not limited by place or physical ability. However, AI must be used responsibly and ethically with guidance from teachers when combined with human supervision. AI can improve the quality of education while still maintaining the human brains of teachers and learning.
That was a very interesting viewpoint. Thank you, Ms. Fatina, for highlighting the benefits of AI in education. What can we learn is AI in education can enhance personalized learning, support teachers, and promote inclusivity. AI can help students learn at their own pace while allowing teachers to focus more on engagement and teaching. Now, Ms. Sophia, would you mind to sharing your point of view?
Thank you. Personally, I believe AI should not be expanded in education without careful control and clear guidelines. While AI can be helpful in explaining difficult topics or giving suggestions, relying on it too much can weaken students' critical thinking, creativity, and problem-solving skills. We are already seeing situations where students submit AI-generated assignments without truly understanding the content. They may complete their work faster, but they skip the important process learning, which is thinking, analyzing, and forming their own ideas. Over time, this habit can make students more passive learners who depend on the technology instead of developing their own abilities. Another concern is that AI does not always provide accurate or reliable information. If students fully trust AI without checking textbooks, teachers, or academic sources, they may end up learning incorrect facts. This can affect their understanding in the long term. Besides that, education is not only about academic knowledge, it also helps students develop communication skills, teamwork, discipline, and confidence. If students rely too heavily on AI to do their work, they may lose chances to practice these important human skills. There is also the issues of fairness. Not all students have equal access to advanced AI tools or strong internet connection. If AI became too central in learning, it might widen the gap between students from different economic backgrounds. Learning is not just about getting answers. It is about learning how to think, question, and explore. AI should be used as a support tool, not a replacement for effort. For example, a student can use AI to understand a topic in simpler language or get practice questions, but they should still write their own answer and verify information from trusted sources. Therefore, schools must teach students digital responsibility and set clear rules on how AI should be used. Without proper guidance, AI can support learning, but without control, it may reduce the quality of education instead of improving it. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Ms. Sophia, for your mind idea. Okay. Ms. Sophia emphasized that expanding AI without caution can lead to overdependence, reduced critical thinking, and loss of creativity. She also highlighted risks such as misinformation, reduced development of soft skills, and inequality in access to technology. According to her, AI should assist learning, not replace students' effort or thinking process. As we can see, AI brings both benefits and challenge to education. While it can enhance learning and accessibility, there is also a risk of over-reliance, reduced critical thinking, and misuse if students are not properly guided. Am I right?
Yes.
This highlights the importance of balance and ethical guidance in using AI in school. After the three famous questions we have been through, we are almost arrived to the end of the forum. Thank you to our panelists for such a meaningful and engaging discussions. Before we conclude, let us close our forum with simple yet thought-provoking questions. Does AI do more good than harm? What do you think, Ms. Fatina?
Thank you, moderator. I agree that AI does more good than harm because it significantly improves areas such as healthcare, education, and productivity. In healthcare, AI helps doctors detect diseases early. In education, it supports personalized learning and improves access to knowledge. However, the benefits of AI depend greatly on how it is used. When AI is applied ethically and responsibly, it becomes a powerful tool for progress and innovation. In addition, AI helps reduce human workload by handling repetitive and time-consuming tasks, allowing people to focus on critical thinking, creativity, and decisions making. AI also support faster problem solving and data analysis, which improve efficiency in many sectors. With proper regulations, human oversight, and ethical awareness, AI can continue to benefit society while minimizing potential risks. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Fatina. How about you, Ms. Sophia?
I believe AI can do more good than harm, but only if it is used responsibly and guided by strong ethical values. AI has great potential to improve many areas of life. As Ms. Fatina mentioned, it helps people work more efficiently, support medical research and early disease detection, and can even assist in environmental protection and disaster prediction. These benefits show how AI can contribute positively to society and improve quality of life. In education, as mentioned earlier, AI can support learning, but overdependence can reduce critical thinking and effort if not properly guided. Beyond education, there are still important risks to consider. One major concern is misinformation. AI systems can generate and spread false or misleading information very quickly, which can confuse the public and make it harder to know what is true. Another issue is privacy. Many AI tools collect large amount of personal data and without proper protection, this data could be misused. We should also remember that AI cannot replace human value like empathy, moral judgment, and understanding of emotions. AI can process information, experience information, but it does not truly understand human experience. That is why human supervision and ethical decision making must always remain central. In the end, technology itself is natural. AI does not decide whether the outcome is good or bad, but humans do. Our values, choices, and level of responsibility determine whether AI becomes a benefit or a harm in our lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sophia. So, from both perspectives, we can conclude that AI has great potential to do good, especially in education, healthcare, and productivity. However, the impact depends heavily on how responsibly and ethically it is used. From today's discussions, we have learned that, first and foremost, digital ethics play a crucial role in guiding our online behavior. Furthermore, both users and developers share responsibility in ethical technology use. Last but not least, AI can be beneficial, but only when used wisely, and responsibly. Personally, I believe that technology is not the enemy. The real challenge lies in how we choose to use it. With the right values, awareness, and responsibility, AI can support and enhance our learning instead of weakening it. Thank you to our panelists for their valuable insight, and thank you to our audience for your attention and support. May we all strive to become ethical and responsible digital citizens. That's all from us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and thank you.